Ah, Hamlet, one of Shakespeare's more depressing plays. Oh wait, that's all of them. Hamlet is the son of a Danish king that recently died. The king is now a spooky ghost that terrifies guards in the middle of the night. With the king recently dead, Hamlet's mother marries his brother. Hamlet becomes emo, stating how everything is awful, he wants to die, and feels betrayed by his mother Gertrude for marrying so soon, and to his uncle Claudius no less. Both Gertrude and Claudius tell him to cheer up, but that doesn't work, so they get old bros of Hamlet called Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to spy on him. The king's ghost appears to Hamlet, calling out Claudius for his murder and tells Hamlet to avenge him. So Hamlet thinks to himself, I'll act crazy so I can avenge my father's death. That won't make me look suspicious at all. Polonius, father of both Ophelia and Laertes, disapproves of Hamlet. He forbids Ophelia from seeing him, claiming that he couldn't love her because she wasn't of royal blood. She agreed to keep away. Later on, Ophelia meets up with Hamlet. During this meeting, Hamlet acts like a loony and treats Ophelia like garbage, telling her to go become a nun and that he never loved her. When Ophelia tells Polonius, he says it must be because Hamlet is lovesick. Man, this guy is indecisive. Does he love her or not, Pol? Hamlet hires actors to put on a play about a king being murdered with poison. When Claudius gets up and leaves the room during the play, Hamlet takes that as solid proof and moves to enact his revenge. He finds Claudius praying the guilt away, and decides not to kill him because he might go to heaven instead of hell. Gertrude calls Hamlet into a meeting and he ends up stabbing Polonius through a tapestry, thinking it was Claudius spying on their conversation. He then tells Gertrude to stop sleeping with his uncle because it's disgusting and he's a murderer, says the guy who just killed someone. While Hamlet is telling his mother off, the ghost of his father tells him to hurry up and kill Claudius already. Claudius feels the fear sink in and sends Hamlet along with Rosengild to the King of England with a letter that in essence says, Please kill my nephew for me. Hamlet finds the letter and changes it so that the king ends up executing Rosengild instead. Meanwhile, Ophelia aims to drown herself from the grief caused by her father's death and Hamlet's rejection. Back from France and recently learned of his father's murder, Laertes is in cahoots with King Claudius to kill Hamlet instead of, giving the only family he's got left needed comfort and support? The plan is that Laertes challenges Hamlet to a fencing duel, but he's going to have a poisoned sword, while Claudius has a poisoned cup of wine for Hamlet to drink right before the match, just in case the sword doesn't do him in. Before the match started, Ophelia's funeral was hosted, and Laertes and Hamlet wrestled in her grave while she was in it, arguing over who loved her more. After that mess was handled, the duel could finally start. Hamlet refused to drink from the cup that Claudius offered, and Gertrude drinks from the poisoned cup of wine before Claudius could even stop her. During the match, Laertes got Hamlet with the poisoned sword, and then they accidentally switched weapons in the scuffle, enabling Hamlet to also get Laertes with the poisoned sword. After seeing Gertrude die from drinking from the cup, Hamlet is angered and finally kills Claudius by forcing him to drink from the same poisoned cup. Everyone dies! The end! Except Horatio, of course, who tells Fortinbras, the Norwegian prince, everything that happened. Fortinbras basically shows up at the end to assume the Danish throne. Despite the monumentous amount of casualties in this play, you've got to admire Shakespeare for killing off the title character. That takes guts as a writer.